Okay, this is another Dave Ramsey reaction video. The title of this one is called How AI is Going to Change the Way We Work. No further ado, let's jump into it.
Giovanni is going to start off this hour in New York City. Hi, Giovanni. How are you?
How you doing, Dave? I'm great.
Good. How can we help?
So my question
By the way, make sure you guys check out my AI video that I did last Thursday. I'll have it up on the top right hand corner.
is pretty brief. I work at a cell phone retail company, and I'm looking to increase my income. I'm studying to be a software engineer. I don't know if you guys were aware of the Google keynote that came out not too long ago regarding their new AI. And they stated that their new AI knows over 200 plus different coding languages. So, in your opinion, should it still be worth it for me to study software engineering, or should I be doing something else?
Yes, and the reason is even though that is true, it is their AI that can do that because of the software engineers they employ. So I've interviewed two AI experts. And if you want to get into software engineering, AI is not going to eliminate your abilities to work. In fact, AI can only do what a human programs it to do. Is it intelligent? Yes. But the reason they call it AI.
Yeah, I'm not like an expert at this myself, but I do agree as far as I use some of the AI technology as well. If you use it hand in hand, it'll definitely optimize your proficiency and definitely gives you the capability to do things you haven't done before. But I'll comment a little bit more later.
Artificial intelligence is because a human software engineer, software developers are creating the code that give the AI the ability to do what it's going to do. So you're going to be in more demand than ever because AI is coming like a freight train. It's here. It's going to continue to expand, but you will be as valuable as ever. So I would not let that headline in any way deter you.
Let me give you a parallel.
And also, I just kind of wanted to say, but even though he's going for software engineer, I think it's really important for him to maybe the skill sets that a software engineer had before may have to change. So maybe the traditional things that a software engineer had to know at the time, it's probably have just evolved. So I think as long as he's familiar with the technology and he's keeping up to date and sharpening his skills, I think he'll be fine. Now, like I said, some stuff that software engineers did before may change, but I just think as long as he adapt, he should be fine.
Lots and lots of industries have been disrupted by technology. AI is a technology, and it is a major disruptor. It's going to cause all kinds of things to happen. Pretty wonderful in one sense and scary in another, because the level of piracy, the level of counterfeits that are going to come out of this are just, if some boundaries of some kind, even if they are put on it, you've always got the Russian mafia or whatever hackers are going to do what they're going to do, right? So you know, this thing is it's a powerful, for good or for evil, weapon that has been unleashed, and it is there. So that's the reality. Now, on a much simpler plane, about the time I came out of high school, when the dinosaurs were roaming the earth, computers were starting.
Here we go with his stuff again.
To kind of come on the scene. And three of my buddies were studying to be architects. And computers suddenly were able to do drafting with what's called the CAD system that is still in use today, although a much more sophisticated version than 30 or 40 years ago. But the CAD, computer automated drafting, it's a lot easier to draw a house plan or draw a building plan today, a lot faster than it was in the old days when you had to draw it by hand. Now your computer program can do it, but you still need people with draftsman skills, and you still need architects to tell the CAD what to do, and engineers to tell the CAD what to do. And so that's the situation that we're the exact
That's
same.
right. I think that was a perfect example that the skills that you just need will have to change. So there may be stuff that's kind of outdated, but I will say this though, with this AI thing, right now it's at a point where, as long as the the humans, have the inputs and stuff like that. But I will say, this may sound like a science fiction movie or something like this. It kind of does get scary, especially as far as it advancing and advancing, that potentially it may have the ability to reprogram and redesign. And it could, I'm not saying that it could, it is plausible that it could get to a place where the AI is kind of actually really in control. Look, I know I'm not really in a conspiracy theory, but it wouldn't put it past me, because a lot of the stuff that it can end up doing. I don't want to ramble too much, so let me hit the play.
Thing we're talking about here. It did not do away with the need for professionals in the industry. It made them much more efficient.
That's right.
And people sitting, if you wanted to sit at a draftsman's board with a ruler and whatever the tools were and draw all day long, oh, you're out of business. You're done. Because no one does that anymore. Because it's no one. It's impossible to keep up with how fast a computer can do that, much faster than a human. But to be able to tell the computer what to do requires the exact same set of skills.
Yeah. I want to give our audience that may resonate with this question here from Giovanni 2 pieces of news so that you can get over the fear factor. Number one, we are seeing right now there's about a job and a half available, a technology job, just in general, tech jobs. For every person that wants to get in it. So the opportunity is massive in tech. Number two, most of you have seen headlines throughout the last 6 months about major companies like Meta, Facebook's parent company, Google, laying tens and tens of thousands of technology workers off. And people go, oh no, but here's the deal. Now the data's come back, Dave, that those workers are getting hired within a month for other smaller companies. And these big tech companies, this is what they do. They staff up.
Now to play devil's advocate too, I think the software engineer market can be a lot more competitive, simply because maybe before they needed 100 software engineers, where now they may only need 50. So I do think the number of software engineers over time, they will need less of them. So typically, I think as far as the amount of software engineers a particular team need as the technology goes progress, I do think they can need less people. And that's not just in technology, in any particular area. I do think from the way I'm kind of using this technology and the things that it can do, I am concerned about a lot of people's jobs, especially the tedious ones. I am really concerned that the AI technology will knock out a lot of old jobs, and they just probably will have to adapt. But I don't want to keep rambling, so let's continue.
You had companies like Redfin, their CEOs, Google, Salesforce, admitting that they overhired to keep talent away from their competition. And so the minute that the recession word gets uttered, these public companies worry about their stock price and they drop talent. But here's the deal. Those people are getting rehired quickly. So all that to say, if you want to go into software, I can't think of a better field to get into right now.
Yeah. It's, and, creatives and content producers.
Yes.
Of any kind, audio, video,
that's right,
blogging, all of that is going to be affected.
Yes.
But
enhanced.
Here's the thing. You have to, in order to be a thought leader, you have to have a thought.
Isn't that true?
And so, the AI cannot replace that. And so artistry, quality graphic production has to be installed by someone who has the eye.
That's correct.
Even if it is then reproduced and replicated in its various forms by AI. So it's still there, and you still got to look at it and go, I think I'm going to use human judgment here and say that sucks. Yeah, I mean, you can still have
Yeah, okay, valid point.
that as a possibility. My guys typed in the other day that just to make fun of me.
Oh no!
In the chat thing.
Yeah,
the chat thing.
Chat GPT.
Dave Ramsey does a rant against AI.
And it formulated something pretty quick.
Oh, it wrote out a really long,
it did. Yeah,
nasty.
it's fascinating.
How mad I was at AI, and it was pretty nasty.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
it was. Not nasty like vulgar.
If you guys want me to do one for Dave Ramsey, put it in the description and I'll do it.
faster.
Okay, I was
but
going to say they
just-
didn't add some color that you don't normally add.
No,
Oh,
because
okay.
AI wouldn't have found me saying that because I'm not
Exactly.
vulgar.
That's
so
right. Okay.
it has to find something you've actually used to
Yeah.
get the tone right.
Oh, yeah.
And it picked it up, but it was pretty much like me ranting against credit card debt or student loan debt, but just AI, and they just
Oh, that's
did an
fun.
overlay, and it
That's
was
fun.
obviously I didn't do that, but because I'm not anti-AI and I'm not freaked out about it. The only thing I'm actually worried about is just that the stinking stuff steals everything.
That and honestly, a person
The
in your
piracy, the piracy,
Yeah.
and I mean the
Well-
number of copyrights and trademarks and
Yes.
images and brands that.
That is true. AI definitely make it very easy to copy someone, plagiarize something. It makes it very easy, very easy.
We have
Yeah.
developed at great expense, a nefarious use
Well,
where
here's
they'll
another
just
one.
steal it.
Well, here's what I'm concerned about: is people doing deep fake stuff.
Yeah, oh,
Where
yeah.
they can put words in your mouth
Yeah.
and literally create you saying something you never said. And I would just say, as a caution,
And that's true. I definitely have the ability to do that right now with 11 Labs.
Yeah,
please, folks.
yeah.
We've joked about don't believe everything you read or see on the internet. I think AI is going to make a lot of crazy, wacky stuff out there. You better consider your source.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff like it'll affect a presidential election.
Yes, sir.
You know, it come out has
Yeah.
Biden saying something that made sense or something.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
what I mean?
Yeah.
uh-oh.
But he's definitely throwing shade towards Biden. But that concludes Style Stock Talk. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about it? If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Out.